guys, welcome to the channel. My name is Micaela and we're just here in the studio today doing a bit of a photo shoot. We've got Michael who's doing the photography, and we've got Lauren who's done my makeup today, and she's also behind the camera doing some of the video for us. Yeah, we're going to be showing you a little bit about how we've set up the light today and just a bit of our process behind this photo shoot. Hope you enjoy.
Yep, so we're doing a one light setup today, guys. Just one octabox with a grid on it, and we're creating a really moody, deep look. It's going to be quite shadowy, and it's going to be really atmospheric, which is obviously something that is 70s inspired. I don't know, but it's all good. And to complement the one light setup, I'm setting up just a simple reflector down there, which will give us a little bit of fill-in light on Micaela's side here, otherwise it's going to go really dark. Something that's optional, and it depends on what you want out of the shoot, obviously. There is no set way of doing this because every lighting setup is different and it's quite organic. This is just going to help us set the scene and create a little bit of fill-in, so you see a bit of detail on this side of Micaela's face. So as you can see, once the light has been set up, this is the effect we get from a single light and a reflector. Really nice and simple setup. It proves that you don't need a gazillion lights to create something pretty amazing. This is no added Photoshop or anything. This is straight out of the camera with the lighting we've got. So we're using a Bowen's head unit. This is quite, I can't remember how big this is now. Box. What's that? It's about a metre. It's about a metre wide, and it's got a grid in it. The grid is crucial to this because the grid gives us the shadowy effect. You take this off and you just got a basic standard softbox effect. The grid will give us that moodiness, gives us the shadow, which is what we've done to achieve that picture over there. Very simple, but really effective and a lot of fun. Whilst Micaela gets her posing head on, basic settings that I'm using for here, 160 for the second is our sync speed, which is common to most cameras. I don't need to use anything faster because Micaela's not going to be jumping around or leaping around, are you?
Can't make any promises.
Okay. And I'm on f8. Lens is 70 to 200, 2.8, which is my favourite lens. One thing I always find from people who are new to photography is they end up too close to their model, and when they're using zooms, this is kind of the one. People say that the standard zooms are no good, and that's not true. The reason why people perceive them as not being good is because they get far too close to the model and then they zoom out. So they're shooting at maybe 17mm or 24mm and stand really close to their model because that's the conversational distance. And that's when it kind of distorts the, especially if you're doing full length, it distorts people's bodies and it just does not look good. It just looks like a standard snapshot. So if you want to improve your photography straight away, use the longer end of your zoom lens. That will instantly make a massive difference. Try it and see if you don't believe me. All right. Okay, so f8, 100 ISO, and we are ready to go. Right, so if we can try to recreate that pose again for Micaela. That's it, that's the angle. That's great. Nice. Nice. Here's a question for you. When you're doing those poses, what are you thinking?
I don't really think I get to think about much at all. I'm just trying to maintain an intensity about my eyes without looking creepy.
Cool.
So I feel like there's a thin line sometimes.
Yeah. Sometimes I ask a model what they're thinking, and they're thinking about their dinner.
Their dinner?
Yeah.
Always.
or their doggy or their cat. Not in the kind of... They've detached themselves. What I'm saying is they've detached themselves from what they're doing, and they're kind of, it's sort of the professional coming out of them and actually keeping on the posing, but thinking about something completely normal whilst they're doing the posing, which is supposed to be looking all sultry and sexy and sensual. Well, actually they're thinking about mundane things like what they're having for their dinner, which I find hide in music.
Well, what do you think about when you're snapping the photos?
Well, I'm thinking about making sure that I focused you and framed you.
Yeah. Do you like the hands up? Do you want me to move into something else?
Let's do hands. Maybe leaning across.
Maybe leaning across. Okay.
We got some really nice shots doing that during the shoot. That's sweet. Do that one again. Just want to slightly more closely. Yeah. Nice. Oh, like that. That was fantastic. Beautiful, actually. I like it. Smoky. Lovely. I like it also. So when you're posing, how do you feel? Because I can't imagine what it's like to be a model. So do you get nervous, or something you really kind of throw yourself into?
I suppose maybe the first time I'm shooting with someone, it's quite a nerve-wracking experience. But I mean, we've done a few shoots together now, so I'm quite comfortable, to be honest. Yeah, no, I don't think I feel about any particular way. It's just sort of, you know, trying to have fun, enjoy yourself, and understand what the photographer wants, and just keep that vision in mind, try to recreate it. Yeah.
I know when I first started out as a photographer, I was nervous. It's a little bit like being a model in terms of it's a performance. If
Yes.
you don't get it right on the shoot, then you screw it up basically. So there's always that little pressure. Once you go for a few years of that, and I'm not saying it's easy, but you learn to prepare yourself mentally, you learn to plan better, and things go a lot more smoothly. So as your base level of confidence and competence and all the procedural stuff becomes second nature, it makes the actual shoot easier. And for me, more enjoyable, because I can focus on, literally focus on, that's an awful pun. That was unintentional. But I can concentrate, that's the word, on the rapport with the model and the other team members, rather than focusing so hard on trying not to screw up what I'm doing. So, so photographers, I think they get nervous. I've met photographers who get nervous working with models all the time, and it's almost like they have to go through that pain barrier to get the reward at the end of it.
Well, it can be quite an intimate exchange, really.
Yeah, I guess so.
Yeah, it definitely can be.
Yeah, yeah. But what I like about it is you always have team members, so it's not just me and you. You have people like Lauren, Mike, who isn't here today, and other members like wardrobe, hair people, clients, and that becomes a real buzz, which is what I love about it as well, because it's a proper team game. Yeah.
And everyone's got their own creative traits to bring to the table. And yeah, and I always get inspired working with other people as well in those sorts of contexts. A Russian assassin. A Russian assassin. That's what I am today, guys. A Russian assassin.
Dangerous. Good. Oh, I'm liking those. Let's have a little peek at the computer. Shall we? Let's see. It's so nice. That's good.
Oh, I like that one.
Mm-hmm.
That one's really moody.
That one too.
I love the intensity of the makeup that Lauren's done on my face today. It's really bringing all these shots to life.
You smile.
Rare occasion.
Smile.
Rare occasion.
That's forbidden.
Don't expose me.
we can't. Models don't smile.
Models don't smile.
Did I tell you we had a model, it was for a client, agency model, and I asked her to smile. She says, sorry, I don't smile. And that was it. She would not budge. And then I thought, oh, is that just your attitude? But she actually said to me, I just don't think I look good with a smile. That was it really.
I can kind of relate to that. I think that my moody face looks better than my smiley face. Maybe for the sake of these photo shoots anyway. Yeah, for this sort of mood, the smile doesn't really...
It's all about the attitude really, isn't it? Like that.
I think it's really good when you're doing a shoot and you're able to sort of get immediate feedback on what it looks like.
Yeah, for sure.
I love my eyes in that one. And the bone structure on my cheekbone looks really nice.
So is this a genetic thing? Are your family members?
Well, they're all pretty tall.
Are they?
Yeah, tall family.
That helps. Okay. Tell you what, hands look good there. Hands are really tricky, I find. When you put them in shot...
Hands are tricky.
Yeah, it can be like claw very easily. There's not a lot of difference between having a good hand pose and something that looks like a witch's claw. And there is no set way of getting it right.
I'm always conscious to try to keep my hands relaxed. That's something that a lot of photographers always use as an instruction, like relaxed hands.
That must help.
Sort of similar in dancing as well, to be honest. I used to do dancing before.
Oh, I see, there you go.
So if you've got really like squeezed hands or really intense, it just ruins the whole shot.
That's cool. That was really cool. You look very different from that side.
I know.
Don't you? You look more Eastern European with that kind of look, don't you think?
Whoever said that models have to have a symmetrical face?
No.
No. Both sides of my face do look quite different.
Nobody is symmetrical.
No.
I think if you are symmetrical, you end up looking like an elf from Lord of the Rings. I think so. Yeah.
I really like my face in these ones, yeah.
Cool. I'm really loving this shot out of the camera, out of the box, without hardly anything I really want to do with it. Because your eyes are just so nice and dark. I know a lot of people would want maybe like catch lights and all that sort of thing, but I feel that draws you in. It makes you look more mysterious.
Yeah.
And the thing is, if you did put a light in that would give you catch lights, I think it would kill the atmosphere of this one. I really, really love the mood of this, and your expression's great. It has that. What I love about pictures is when they draw you in, because you want to know more about the person and the situation that's been represented, which is really cool. The only thing I would maybe experiment with is black and white, but I'm not sure if I'm going to go. I just love the colours, the richness. I might tweak the colours a little bit, but apart from that, because if we go black and white.
I mean, that looks really nice. I love the shadows in it, but there's something about the colour.
Yeah,
I love the red of like the sofa against the brick as well.
Absolutely.
There's just something about it.
We designed the set to incorporate colour, so I think that's how we really want to remain. So we can tweak our curve here a little bit. It's a bit too bright. Highlights there. Yeah. As long as we're not losing too much detail. Something around there, I feel. What do you think?
I like that.
Yeah.
I really like the shadow on my stomach there. That looks really cool.
Six pack.
I'll be dropping the workout routine next.
Really? Really? That's nice. It's got a lovely sort of soft feel to it.
Yeah.
I just love your expression, because it's got one of those, like I said, there's communication going on and you want to know more about that person in the shot. And if you do that, I feel you've created something successful. intrigue. When you create a picture, especially when you're working with models, I love the intrigue because it makes you want to know more about this person. And I want to know more about you in a non-creepy kind of way. I think that's a successful first mission.
Yes, I would say so.
Uh-huh.
I would say so.
Cool.
There's a lot of good photos here to choose from as well.
I think so. Right, people, so I hope you've enjoyed this shoot and a peek behind the curtain of our studio. If you like what you see, please leave us a subscribe and a like and share this amongst people who might want to see this, you know.
Maybe even drop a comment if you're feeling generous.
Yes. Please communicate. I'll answer all questions, all sensible questions, and Micaela will too, won't you?
Yeah, anything you'd want to know, anything you'd want to see in future videos, let us know.
Cool.
What you liked, what you didn't like as much.
Yeah, even genuine, as long as they're genuine comments, things that you perhaps want us to change, we're all for that. We'd like a little bit of feedback.
A massive shout out again to Lauren for doing the makeup and for helping us with the filming of this.
Yes, camera person and makeup artist.
Yes.
You can say hi, Lauren.
Hi.
Okay, so we'll see you in the next one.
Bye.
Take care, bye-bye.